Hi, and welcome back to the pod. Today we're talking about a 16-year-old winger slash forward from Mahon in Cork called Jaden Umeh, who was born on the 18th of March 2008. He started off playing for Ringmahon Rangers. Ringmahon, of course, are renowned for producing top players like current Irish internationals Caoimhín Keller and Alan Brown, to name but two. He then went on to join Cork, the Cork City Academy, I think in about 2002 as a 13-year-old, which is the normal progression at youth level in Cork these days, especially because Irish players not being able to go to the UK until they're 18. This season, he's broke into the first team football proper with Cork, but he actually made his debut last year as a 15-year-old in the 2023 Munster Senior Cup against Cove on the 14th of August 2023. Cork City currently play in the second tier. They predominantly in the top tier of Irish football, but currently second tier at the moment. As said, he is a mainstay in the team now with 16 appearances to date, 2 goals, 2 assists. So impressive to say the least for someone that's just turned 16 a few months ago. Cork being in the first division, i.e. the second tier, may have got him more playing time. I read a few comments about that. I don't think that's a maybe in my book. I'd say definitely probably would have got those appearances anyway in the top flight. His talent's there, clear to see, and also maybe he's got more minutes, but appearances, yeah, I'd say probably be somewhere around the same anyway. Cork, as said, currently in the Irish First Division, the second tier in Irish football pyramid, in the Irish football pyramid to those outside of Ireland. They're currently running away with the Irish First Division and will no doubt be back in the top flight again next season. They're historically a big team in Ireland, in the League of Ireland, for those again outside of Ireland. So perhaps, League of Ireland teams, it can be volatile. In 1 minute you could be a top team, then your contributor, the man behind the scene that is bankrolling the team, drops off, and then somebody else gets bankrolled more than the rest of the team. So it's a bit flippy floppy for a lot of teams. Shamrock Rovers, the exception to that at the moment, probably with financial. Some teams have a good financial back structure now, but that hasn't always been the case. So again, football season runs from February to October / November time, just to start of November. So basically we're mid-season at present. Jason comes from a footballing family, of course. His brother Franco, who himself is only 19, came through the same route as Jaden. Now he's at Crystal Palace in the Premier League. Internationally, Jaden has represented Ireland at under 15s, 16s and 17s extensively, with lots of goals to boot. He will go on through the gears, move up through the age groups at Irish youth level before pushing for senior international caps. To note, he does qualify for Nigeria through heritage too, but to those outside of Ireland, again, I've said that a lot in this podcast for some reason, they make them different in Cork. Cork Onions, possibly the most nationalistic on the island of Ireland, so it's highly doubtful that a Cork lad will be tempted to play for another country, because in Cork they consider themselves another country. So, yeah, albeit Ireland, but Nigeria, for many people, it would be an attractive option for a player because, again, no disrespect to ourselves, Ireland, they do qualify for a lot more. Well, a player playing for a team like Nigeria would play in a lot more international competitions. He play everyone, basically. They're always in the African Nations Cup, and they'd be always there or thereabouts for World Cups. Predominantly his impressive performances for Ireland under 15s, 16s and 17s, whose matches these days are highly scouted by the elite clubs of Europe. Also the fact he's now first team regular at only 16 with Cork. Again, predominantly the Irish underage appearances would have put him on the radar, with a deal apparently all but done and dusted to sign for Benfica in Portugal, of course. A big, massive European team, so that would be great. He has a knee injury at present. It's allegedly serious enough, but the deal, as I said, is supposedly more or less done. He's being flown out to Benfica. He's probably there now, sunning up, because again, for those outside of Ireland, we don't have a summer this year. So yeah, he's getting his knee assessed before completing the deal, if it's not already signed, sealed and delivered. You know, I'd expect it'll be announced officially in the coming weeks. Injuries are part and parcel, of course, of any sport, and it's something everyone will come across at some stage in their career. Usually an injury might put a stop to a move, made it whether permanently or temporarily, depending on where the player is in his career. But for a 16-year-old who's just starting off and has interest from big potential suitors elsewhere, I'd imagine it would take a lot for Benfica to pull out at this stage, especially due to the fact that they've been in the driving seat for him since last year. And if they did pull out for some reason, again, I don't imagine it will happen, someone else would just swoop in for him now or very quickly. So it wouldn't be good business on their behalf to, you know, again, I doubt they're going to do it, but pull out. However, if they were, there is rumoured interest in him from Serie A too now. I haven't found names of clubs there, but Serie A, obviously one of the biggest leagues in the world. England, Italy, Germany, Spain. You'd imagine they're the top four. You know, I'm sure going to get a lot of comments now saying there's other ones there. There is, of course, but they'd be the top four. France as well. Not sure with who in Serie A, as I said, but very likely Italian sides have been probably the most active country for Irish players after the UK in the past few years. And the fact they have a 2-year head start on UK clubs means they move now for players, because when players are 18, UK is bigger financially, maybe packages. They're right beside Ireland, same language. There's a lot of more attractive elements that would bring someone to the UK, a player to the UK, than to Ireland. If Benfica or another top European side was to move for him, the time would have to be now, because if they were to cool their interest even till January window, then they would more or less, not more or less, but they could be up against it then, because a player would, Jaden himself would be close to 17 then, just a few months off 17. And again, he will have already and will by then be courted by UK sides. And with only a 1 year left, he may be tempted to stay put, rack up the first team experience again, this time in the top division in Ireland, which it looks like Cork would be going back to. So now is the time to move for him if you're going to get him this window. As I said, the January window might be too late. So teams, if they want to get the hop on the UK and grab an amazing talent, it's going to be probably now. So I wouldn't imagine Benfica to pull out. If they do, other teams will probably swoop in straight away. With the world at his feet, talent, skill and abundance, his family heritage, like his brother is a big player as well, and there's obviously a lot of backing from his family, and in conjunction with all of that, you'd imagine he will sign for Benfica in the very near future, this summer, i.e. this summer, as the lure and opportunity of joining an European elite team would be too good to pass up. Top move for the top player. If you liked the video, send us a subscribe, like, comment. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, we'll be watching.